Hello friends, welcome to my channel Kidiez World TV. I'm sure kids you all are fine and we are here with another very interesting animals video for you as we bring every day. And today animals are African wild animal. Isn't it amazing? Let's visit to Africa today and let's visit this cute, big and wild big African animals, small African animals, and the wild African animals. I'm sure you all are excited today to learn about the African animals, their name and their sound. So let's start the video without wasting any further time. Let's pick up our first African wild animal, and we have today the first animal, Lioness. Just look at this amazing animal, Lioness, which is a carnivore animal of African wild world, and a big white cat, and this is how she look like, and she's very muddy now. Let's wash him. Here we go, Lioness. And the next one we have a big African wild animal. We have here the Rhinoceros. An African rhinos has the two horns and they are the very big African wild animal. The big size and a big in shape. And he's very muddy now. Let's wash him. Here we go. African rhinoceros. And the next one we have a little wild animal here, Raccoon. Just look at this little naughty African wild animal raccoon. The small in size, but they have all the gut which he need to compile to being a wild African animal. So here we have, and he's very muddy. Let's wash him. Here we go. Raccoon. And the next one, we have here a wolf. Just look at him. Another little but a very clever African wild animal. We have here the wolf. And wolf are carnivore animal. And he's very muddy. Let's wash him. Here we go, wolf. And the next one we have here, gorilla. Another very wild African animal we have here, gorilla. This gorilla is the black color and totally wrapped in the mud. So he's very muddy now. And the gorilla, they are the omnivore big African wild animal. Let's wash him. Here we go, gorilla. And the next one, we have the brown bear of African wild kingdom. Just look at this bear. He is so much happy. So he knew he is today in the Kidiez World TV episode, and they all love Kidiez World TV. I'm sure you do too. So we have here the big African brown bear. Let's wash him. Here we go, brown bear. In In the next one, we have another a big wild animal, African buffalo. Just look at this white beauty, the big and a perfect wild African animal. He is very big in size and a big herbivore animal. Let's watch him. Here we go, African buffalo. In the next one, we have cheetah. Another very big size, and the wildcat we have here, the cheetah, also known as for his speed. So he is the most fastest animal on the planet, cheetah. And a big carnivore animal who has the black dots on his skin. And he's very muddy now. Let's wash him. Here we go. Cheetah. In the next one we have Hyena. The little bird, a very troublemaker, this African wild animal. He is ready to mess with the lion. And he knew the lion are king of the jungle, so he is a daring animal. The little one bird, he has a lots of guts. So here we have the hyena, a little carnivore African wild animal. Let's watch him. Here we go. Hyena. Let's see what we have next in the mud ground. And the next one we have is ostrich. Ostrich also comes in the African wild animal because Africa is the land of this animal. Ostrich, a big flightless bird. It's a very big bird who cannot fly. And here we have the ostrich. This part may be a thin bird. His body is a very big, and that's why he cannot fly, because he cannot lift his load. So here we have the ostrich, another big African wild animal. Let's wash him. Here we go. Ostrich. And the next one we have is crocodile. A big reptile and a very big African wild animal. Crocodiles are carnivore and they have a big mouth and a lots of sharp big teeth. And he has a big size as well, a very heavy African wild animal. Let's watch him. Here we go. Crocodile. And the next one is snake. Sounds scary, isn't it? So we have here the snakes. Although snakes can be found in anywhere, but we are talking about African wild animals. So snakes are big reptile and a big wild animal. This snake is very colorful and very muddy as well. Let's watch him. Here we go. Snake. And the next one we have is a big hippopotamus. The big African wild animal, although he is a herbivore animal, but just look at the size. So they are very aggressive animals, and even the crocodile, they don't like to mess with them because they are very angry animals. Let's wash him. He is very muddy. Here we go. And now we have the very big animal of Africa wild world. We have here elephant. Just look at this. Big size, big shape. This African elephant is awesome. Very big size, very angry, and very, very wild African animal. Let's watch him. Here we go. Elephant. And the next one we have is tiger. The red tiger, because we have today this beautiful white tiger as well. So here we have the red tiger. So the tigers, they are the biggest in the wild cat. Just look at his mouth and the sharp teeth, which is perfect to make him a carnivore beast. So here we have the tiger, the big African wild animal, which is very, very buddy now. Let's watch him. Here we go. Tiger. In the next one, we have another reptile, which is iguana. So iguana is also counts in the African wild animal. He has a big tail and a big size, not that much big like snake and the other reptiles. So this is iguana, and we are going to wash him now. He is very muddy. Here we go. Iguana. And the next one we have is lion. King lion. So lion is here with his big mouth and lots of sharp teeth. And this is the lion, the big wild cat after the tiger, and a perfect African wild carnivore animal. Let's wash him. Here we go. Lion. Let's see what we have next. And the next one we have here the rhinoceros. This big size rhinoceros is awesome. So after the elephant, the rhinoceros are the biggest animal on the land. So they are the number 2 in the biggest animal after elephant. A very big size animal, and African rhino has 2 horns, and they are very strong, very muscular, and very, very big size. Let's wash him. Here we go. Rhinoceros. Let's put him here because he is the big one. And the next one and the last one, the showstopper we have today, the white tiger. The beauty of African wild animals are here. Here we have this white tiger. Just look at this, incredibly beautiful. This wild beast is so awesome, and they are very rare and very beautiful. So the tiger, a big wild cat, and a big carnivore animal is here. Let's wash him. Here we go. White tiger. So we have here this African beauty along with this rhino and a lots of wild African animals. So I hope you learned a lot about these African wild animals. So it's time to say goodbye. Before this, like the video, subscribe the channel and hit the bell. Have a great day, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.